What's up, y'all? Just doing a little rust and chill. Little rust and chill. I got a couple elements on my Visual Studio Code IDE I need to set up, right? On the last rust and chill, we just did some we just installed our Rust analyzer and our Dracula theme, right? So what I am going to do is install a cargo extension. I think this is the guy we want. Actually, there's a crates extension too. Maybe we'll do that one. I saw, yeah, we're gonna install this too. I saw Let's Get Rusty YouTube channel installed this crates extension. Looked pretty sweet. So we might have to do that. Let me make this a little bigger so you can see it. I'm trying. All right. Well, we go to details. Hang on. Yeah, see, you get this nice little tooltips in here. So that's cool. We'll get some emojis. Emojis are always good. So we're gonna install that. We actually don't want a cargo extension, I don't think. Yeah. I guess we could. Check your code using cargo check. Yeah, let's do that. Let's install cargo. Well, the other thing I want to install is a TOML extension here. So this is what we're going to install. We're going to install TOML. Let's go back. Let's just clear this out here for just a second. Right now, I have is a Dracula theme, so I got the clean looking IDE theme. I got Rust analyzer, so I get all that great Rust information. Sometimes gets in my way and makes me mad, but it's worth it, right? Especially since we're learning. Let's get this, yeah. And then we're gonna install Vim, but that's for me. All right, you guys, I would not recommend it. So this is what we'll recommend for our Rust setup, right? We got the Rust analyzer. That's what we want. We're gonna get our TOML, better TOML installation or extension. Excuse me. I'm just gonna give us, so this looks a little better. Let's look the before and after, right? See, it's already telling me down here. We're gonna do that manually, so I'm just gonna get rid of this little modal here. Yeah, so this is just plain, right? It doesn't have any colors. We need colors, right? Got to get some colors if we're going to be coding all this sick Rust code. All right, so we're going to want that. We're going to install that cargo extension because why not, right? We're Rust developers. Let's just get this installed though so we can take a look. Looks like it's already done. So that's good. Syntax hiding for .toml files. Let's look at it again. Let's look at our cargo toml. Oh, look at that. That's so pretty. Right? We got our cargo.toml looking good, looking clean. So that's good. And then we wanted to install cargo extension. I don't know if I've used this. Yeah. Check your code can be disabled. Oh, so maybe cargo check is automatically running. Well, Rust Analyzer I think already does that. So why? I don't know. Maybe I don't want this after all. Let's look at Rust Analyzer. Code completion. Yeah. See, I'm not gonna. So on one of my streams on previous developer environment, we had some issues with cargo running under multiple instances. So I'm actually not going to install that cargo tool. If we find we really want that, we can, but I'm just going to leave it because I don't want to cause problems. All right. So next up, we wanted Um, yeah, Tom crates. That's right. We want that fancy crates help. Um, yeah, this guy right here. This crates extension. What does it say? Only works with what? Dependencies from crates.io. Okay, right. So if you're like, using your own like local crates, which you're new to Rust, you're probably not doing that yet. It's fine. Uh, yeah, let's get it. And so let's look at our cargo.tomls. That should show this. Oh, we don't have any dependencies. So let's do rand. I thought I would see something by now. I forgot what. Uh, oh yeah, see. Okay, here we go. This is what we're looking for. So I just made this number up. Yeah. What does this mean? Huh? Invalid name origin. Nice. So it's having problems with this, or maybe it's just failed to read cargo. Oh, I think I'm missing something. There we go. What is it here? I don't remember now. Oh no, we're good. It just looks like it had to. It had to clear itself out. So we're good. Yeah, I didn't think I needed a semicolon there. But yeah, I can choose another one if I want an older version. That's cool. Oh, and see docs. I'm assuming. I don't know for sure. I'm assuming this means it's saving my docs for me. Yeah. So that link actually gives me it points me to the documentation. So that's cool. But if I just hover over this, I can go over and choose whatever version I want. I'm actually going to use this, so right now. What's up? What's up? All right. Excuse me. All right, so I'm gonna. You know what? We're gonna have some Vim fun, okay? Because I feel like Vim is like people get excited about Vim on Twitch. I don't want people to go crazy trying to learn Vim because it's like if you're a new programmer, if you're new to Rust, it's a distraction you don't really need. I'm gonna hide that recommended. I don't need them to recommend me extensions. Yeah. All right. Let's install Vim. I think there's like kind of one, pretty clear winner. Learn Vim's interesting. I've never tried this. Learn Vim right with your favorite. Let me just hide my terminal for now. There we go. Never tried this. Maybe that would be a fun stream to do sometime. I'm really enjoying Vim. Like, I'm kind of like getting like when I'm doing streams and I don't have Vim here, like it's I'm not used to it, right? So I guess let me just talk about what Vim is, right, at first before we install it. So Vim is originally like really is like a text editor that you would use, like that's been around for a long time, and it's all like terminal emulator based. So there's no like you don't it's it's built around the idea of like editing text and navigating throughout text with just a keyboard. And so when you use Vim, your hand doesn't really leave the keyboard, and that's kind of why I like it. I think Emacs. I'm assuming Emacs. I don't know. Emacs I think is the same way, but I don't know for sure. But yeah, so I really like working with just my hand on the keyboard because it's easier to like set up an ergonomic position to where your just hands are on the keyboard. You don't have to worry about moving back and forth and setting up different points of fatigue and agitation. And it's also like if you get good at it, it can be more efficient. So what this extension does is it emulates Vim in Visual Studio Code because Vim it's an application just like anything else, But the traditional, when you say Vim or NeoVim, it's something that you run from your command line. Like, I wonder if well, I don't think I have Vim installed here on this computer. So what this Vim extension does, it just gives me, it keeps Visual Studio basically the same, but allows me to use the Vim keystroke navigation to navigate my code. Actually, I want to try. I mean, I don't have a lot. I'm going to stream for a little while, not too long, but let's try this. Learn Vim. If it doesn't work out, I'll just uninstall it. When's the last time? Oh, it's like I don't know. I'm kind of, if it's at like last updated was 12 December 16th. So that makes me worried that like if I do anything, it's gonna, or if I install it, it's not gonna work. But I can always uninstall it, right? So let's just do it. Let's install it, see what happens. So how to, I guess, open the command palette and select Learn Vim. All right. I can, where's the command palette? There's, I forget, Command Shift P and Visual Studio Code. And so if I just learn Vim, okay. So I'm reading over here. Welcome to Learn. I built this plugin as a comment to boost your coding free with VS Code and Vim so that you can read, practice along, write within your editor. So this is cool. It's got all this, it's got all the support, like forward. See, I don't know what to. Chapter. This is confusing. Like, there's already issues. Chapter 2. What happened? And it says forwards. I don't know. Let me just read this for now, I guess. I built. Use the panel on your left to select a chapter you must interested. If you're new to Vim, VS Code Vim, so this you start from the beginning. When you select a chapter, an editor like this one will magically instructions and extra. Have fun. Okay, so I don't know. You can find short. All right, well maybe I'll look at those videos, I guess. All right, so forward. So they think I'm going to read the history of all this. I'm not going to. I mean, it's fine, but come on. I'm not trying to learn Jamie's life story. Thanks to Jamie for making this, but yeah. All right, okay. I think hi Jamie. Thank you for making this, Jamie. Or Jaime. All right, introduction. Okay. Yeah, geez. Can we just get to it? I guess if you're new to Vim, like this information is interesting, right? What is Vim? Okay. See, I don't. VI. Yeah. So Vim is based on VI before the first. Terminals. Yeah. See, we talked about this. Why Vim isn't. Yeah. So if you want to learn Vim, this looks good so far. I just don't. I don't want to read all. I guess I could just. Yeah. Okay. So we need to install Vim. All right. So we'll install extension, and we want to install Vim. Okay. All right. So I just installed the actual Vim extension, right? So this was what I had installed was the Learn Vim extension. Now I'm installing the Vim extension, so that's fine. That's good. Yeah, I actually need to be better about using the command palette. I'm not great here. Command Shift P. Okay. All right, your first baby steps in Vim. All right. This is what I don't get. I need to go. What's going on? How do I get back to the that view where I had all those windows? Here, I think I know how to do it. So if I go Command Shift P, and go down to, there we go. Okay. Get rid of that. I don't need that. Ready to learn some Vim. Yes, that's why I'm here. Okay. All right. Okay. Closing my Rust files for now. We don't need those. I don't need this. What I would like to do is find that table of contents back. There we go. Great. Table of contents. Forward, introduction. Okay. So I don't know if they want me to type here. Okay, so yeah, here's a good. Okay, so yeah, I guess I. All right, cool. Okay, so Vim is installed and working. Excuse me. So, do they have me do anything here? I mean, this is all good explanation if you've never used Vim before, and if you want to learn Vim, one, I don't recommend it. You don't need it. If you're just learning to program, do not do it. I don't recommend it. If you're already a programmer and you want to learn Vim, sure, I won't stop you. But we're just chilling right now, so we'll talk about it. So right now, you need to notice down here we have this normal, and Vim is a mode, like it's a mode. I think it's called a mode-based editor. And so what that means is that in different modes, your keyboard does different things. So like right now, I'm actually pressing J to go down, and this is really confusing because this file is so long that these lines are so long that this is one big line. So it's not ideal. Let me bring can I just open a new file? Can I bring my main out here? Yeah, that would be better to use an example. So as I'm going up, I'm actually pressing K on my keyboard and J to go down. And if I want to go over a character, I'm hitting L to go over. And then to go back the other way, I'm hitting H. So you can almost think of these like arrow keys, like these letters in your keyboard become like arrow keys. And this is how you navigate in normal mode. Now there are more keys to navigate, and I'm not good at Vim. I'm still learning. But one I use a lot is W, which takes me to the beginning of the next word, or what Vim thinks is the next word. See, like it took me to the beginning of the P. Now this, I think it'll take me to the open parentheses when I hit W again. Now it takes me to the exclamation point. That makes sense. So Vim's not necessarily aware of like Rust enough to know like when I hit W, I don't want to go to this exclamation point, but it does recognize like kind of English. So now if I hit W, it should take me to V, right? And then now it should take me to O when I hit W again. Now if I hit B, it takes me back to the beginning of each word. So honestly, and this is not, I don't think this is a good practice or a good way to use Vim, but the majority of what I use to navigate Vim is HJKL, which are K is up, J is down, H is to the left, L is to the right, W to go forward a word, B to go back. And I also use Shift A, which takes me to the end of the line, and now switches me from normal mode to insert mode. And insert mode is where you start to type. Right? So notice down here it says insert. And I'm going to hit escape, and it goes back to normal mode. And so now if I type, it's using the key presses I'm using are navigation and not characters. Excuse me. Excuse me. Sorry. So those are two like kind of big modes, right? Visual normal and insert. Visual is another one that I don't know if I'll get to today. Yeah. See, look, select text and highlight. So yeah, let's do visual. Now I just did Shift V, and that takes me into visual line mode. And now I'm like highlighting this whole set of lines here, and I'm gonna press D to this actually like cuts it if you're familiar with a keyboard command like it's Command X on Mac. I'm not sure what it is on Windows, but D kind of does the same thing in Vim. And so now it's gone. Um, and now I can hit P to paste, and it puts it back, right? So I'm highlighting, I'm going to Shift, so I'm back in normal mode, hitting Shift V to highlight, and I'm using the J to navigate down and highlight more lines, and I'm hitting D to delete it. And now if I go up here, I can actually, back in normal mode, hit P again, and it inserts it above. And I'm going to hit U a couple times and get us back to normal where we were. So we've made some changes. Now, how do we save? So as long as I'm in normal mode, which I am in right now, I can hit escape. Actually, I don't have to hit escape. If I'm in, so since I'm in normal mode, I don't have to escape. I hit colon, and if you look down here, there's a colon down here now that suddenly showed up, and this is like, I don't know what it's called, but it's like where I'm hitting. It's like command mode. Maybe that's what it's called. I don't know, but this is where I basically enter commands to the editor. And so what to save this, I'm actually going to hit W to save, but the W in this case stands for write, and that's writing to a disk. That's, it's old editor, so that's the concepts we're working with. So I hit W, and it saves. And now if you notice, my little indicator that I have a new text here is gone. Here in Visual Studio, if there's a change that has not been saved, we get this, right? We see this 1, and we see this dot. And now, so just to, again, I'm currently in insert mode. So if I hit colon, it's going to type it out. So that's not what I want. I'm going to delete that. I'm going to hit escape and hit colon again, and then W for write. So yeah. So that's like some pretty basics. I don't know if I'm going to go through all this right now. Yeah, sorry, I don't think I had mentioned that. This is one point I'll mention is to type, like, so if I'm here and I want to add, I don't want this to be 5, I hit U instead of I. That's like an undo. So let's say I want to change this 5. I'm going to hit I, and that puts me into insert mode. And then I, delete this and type whatever I want. And now I want to save this, so I'm in insert mode. So if I try to colon W, I actually types it out, but I don't want that. I want to go into this command. And so I hit escape and then hit colon, which comes down here. So yeah, so like that kind of sounds convoluted, right? And it kind of is, to be honest. Yeah, I'm sorry, I was reading this. It's kind of convoluted, and it takes a lot of getting used to. So it's not worth it. But if it's not worth it if you're new to programming, if you're learning other things. But if you want to learn Vim, it's kind of how it works. Or if you just want to know what people are talking about when they talk about Vim, this is a good introduction. One more thing I'll mention. So frequently people like talk about getting stuck. I'm gonna get rid of this because I don't want to see that anymore. About getting stuck in Vim. And actually, let me just see if I can just I'm gonna bring up a terminal. Man, my terminal is not made for streaming. Hold on, let me just bring it up. All right, so let me just make this a little bigger so the text is you can read it. There, it's a little better. So I'm just going to touch text.txt, and this just creates a text file called text.txt, and then I'm going to Vim into this text file, and so the text file is empty, and I'll just demonstrate a few things. I'm not even writing Rust, right? But it's the same thing. So I'm in insert mode. I'm typing some things. I'm just, I'm not typing. I just want to get some text on the screen. Okay, so I'm in insert mode. I want to save. Oops, there. Let me escape. And you notice that's all happening down here. I'm getting that colon W to save. Um, and then I can also do the same thing. Let me go into visual line mode that we see right here and go down and delete some of these, yank them, or excuse me, delete them, I guess. I don't know what the D stands for, but it works like a cut. So I'm going to save that again. But yeah, it's all the same. But here's what happens frequently. Your first exposure to Vim is you use Vim to like edit some file on a Linux machine or something you're not familiar with, and then you're stuck here. You're not sure what to do to get out. So to get out of Vim, this is the thing you always end up Googling somehow because you're stuck. Um, you want to be in normal mode. And normal mode in Vim here, you don't see anything. It's just assumed to be normal. If I'm in insert mode, I'll say insert mode. If I'm in visual line, visual mode, I'll see that. But I don't want to be in those. I want to be in normal mode. So I'm stuck. So if you colon Q, that will quit. So we'll try that, and that actually worked. I don't know what. Oh, because I had already saved. But here's a problem. What happens is you make some edits, but you don't want to save it, right? You just want to quit. And it says no write since last change. So what it's telling you is that you have essentially unsaved edits, and so it won't let you quit. So what you have to do is, if you don't want to save those, you have to do Q exclamation point. And so what this will do is quit without saving anything. So notice we have this hello Twitch line here. So when I quit and edit again, it's gone. Okay. One more tip, I guess. If you want to save and quit, you go to normal mode, colon, and you can actually write the W to write and a quit, Q for quit. So it's WQ quits. And if we go back, how to save and quit, it's saved. Bye, followers and viewers. All right. No thanks. I don't need that spam. Okay. So that's it for now. Let me switch back to my IE just to revisit kind of what we learned. So we got the big theme on this is extensions. I'm going to uninstall this. I don't want it. You don't need it either. I don't think. Reload required. I'll just hit that button to reload. Okay, it's gone. Good. And you don't need if you're learning Rust. All I really recommend is this Rust analyzer. Okay, everything else is completely optional. The TOML is easy enough to read without this this extension, but it may help. Crates are, you can always go to crates.io and make sure you have whatever versions you need. Vim you definitely don't need unless you want to use Vim, and for the most part I don't recommend using Vim unless you're an experienced developer. But the Dracula theme, that's completely up to you. If you want to do a theme, this is harmless enough. It helps your code readability sometimes. I think it's easier on the eyes in some cases. But you can use whatever theme you want. But really, the one you want to get to write Rust code is a Rust analyzer. All these other ones you don't need. Okay. Cool. So we learned about our extensions. We installed some new ones. We played around with Vim a little bit. We learned a little bit about Vim. I call that a win. It was a good Rust and chill stream. All right, y'all. Check out GROMs. GROMs.club is our website. Paddleout.groms.club is our Mint site. Come hang out. You don't have to get a GROM, but we'd appreciate if you did. But come join our Discord, learn Rust with us. We're building things. Teams are forming up. We're getting a lot of people that are coming, really looking to learn and build. So I'm excited about that. And hopefully we can do some more of these. We got our Rust book streams going. Like those are going to be going steady until I get to the Rust book probably. We're going to have a Rust challenge soon, where you may have an opportunity to win something. No promises yet, but we're working on that. And yeah, GROM's is the place to be if you want to learn Rust, if you want to get into building on Solana, or if you just want to hang out with people that want to learn how to build and create and learn. All right, y'all. Peace out to the metaverse.